Every generation seems to have its own conceit that it is unique. Everything it's doing is unusual. No one has ever done it before. Writing about the net generation, I guess the first part of the question is, are they unique, and if so, how?
Well, they're unique because they have different brains. This is not a life stage difference. It's an actual generational difference, maybe the first one. And what's going on here is that their parents, the baby boomers, watched 24 hours of television per week, per kid when they were growing up. These kids watch a lot less TV, and they watch it differently. They come home, they turn on their computer, and they're in 3 different windows, and they're texting, and they got 3 magazines open and a video game going, and they're listening to MP3 files, and oh yeah, they're doing their homework at the same time.
And this is a neurological difference.
Well, what's happening is that rather than being the passive recipients of somebody else's video,
right. Television.
They're reading and interacting and collaborating. The television is sort of like Muzak. It's ambient media in the background. And they have their programs that they'll watch, but they watch a lot less TV. So there's this critical period of brain development between the ages of 8 and 18. It's called extended adolescence, where the deep structures and synaptic connections of the brain are being formed. And how you spend your time determines what kind of brain you have. Let's take something like what people call multitasking. You see your kid doing 7 things at once, and you think, this is clearly not a good thing. Well, what's happening is they're not, what the brain scientists tell us, and there's a lot that we don't know about the brain, but what they tell us is that they're not really multitasking. They have better switching abilities, so they're switching faster between things, and they have better active working memory. So I can't do these 7 things at once because I keep forgetting, you know, what it was that I was doing, but they seem to be able to hold a lot more of that stuff in working memory. Now, if your kid is, you know, writing an essay, you got to tell them to turn off this stuff. Although they can't turn off the web because that's their source of information. They probably shouldn't turn off texting because that's the way that they connect with people to get information about certain things. But overall, they seem to be able to do these things simultaneously.